Welcome back, Year 8, and I hope everybody had a good Christmas and New Year. Firstly, I'd like to say well done to 8SGN, who won the ADS Trophy last half term, and I'd also like to say well done to 8JBT, who won the Attendance Trophy last half term. Remember, it starts again this half term, so anybody could win it. Today's assembly is about resilience. So what does it mean to be resilient? So this is a definition from the dictionary. This is about a substance or an object. So to be able to recoil or spring back into shape after bending, stretching, or being compressed. So this is now linking it to a person. A person able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. You're going to watch a video now of Stephen Bradbury, who has been particularly resilient in his lifetime.
Last man standing is what I was dubbed by the world's media after that race. Exactly how did that happen? I trained for 12 years, competed for Australia in 4 Winter Olympic Games. The main reason that I was there in Salt Lake City was to put some demons to rest. In Canada in 1994, I was impaled on the back of a rival skate. Got my leg cut open, almost lost my life. 18 months before winning that gold medal, I had a crash in training, went headfirst into the barrier and broke my neck. I'd skated at 3 Winter Olympics and I hadn't done my best at any of them. And I just wanted to skate my best. In Salt Lake City, I did that in the quarterfinals. I beat a 4-time world champion, made it through to the semis. I was pretty realistic about it and decided I don't think I'm as good as these other guys. And my best chance to get through to the final was to get on the ice in the semi and stay out the way. I figured there's no reason I should change my tactics for the final. Bring this on! Heading into the last turn, I see the Chinese guy fall. Set up my final turn out of the corner of my eye, I see the other 3 tumble. And from that moment I knew. So I didn't have to skate anymore. All I had to do was glide across the finish line. I wasn't sure if I should put my arms up in the air in celebration or go and hide in the corner. Had no idea what the appropriate response was at that moment. I suppose in some people's mind, the question will always remain, did I win Olympic gold by accident? Half a dozen blokes had just fallen over and they wanted me to go up there and take a gold medal for it. I wasn't sure if I deserved to. I only had a few minutes to think about it, but during that few minutes I decided, yeah, I'm going out there on the podium and I'm taking that gold medal. But I'm not taking it for the 90 seconds of that race. I'm going to take it for the 12 years in the lead up to that 90 seconds.
It's important to recognise exactly what success looks like. On the left you can see what people think it looks like, and actually on the right this is really what it looks like. It's important to remember that actually success, you have to work hard for it. You have to be resilient. Here are 7 things resilient people do. Number 1, stay flexible and open-minded. This could be to new ideas, opportunities, and solutions. Number 2, practice patience and kindness. This includes being kind to yourself if you make a mistake. Number 3, generally being optimistic. This means being positive and don't look at all the negatives all the time. Number 4, live in the present. Don't dwell on mistakes you've made. Learn from them. Number 5, build good relationships. Support is important and friends and family are there to celebrate highs and should be a shoulder to cry on when you are low. Number 6, consider your limits. No one is perfect. Talk when you need to ask for help. Finally, number 7, learn to reflect. Reflecting is important. Growing and learning from mistakes will make you a better person. Here's another video about Will Smith. Hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard.
Of all the stories in Hollywood, there's not another one like Will Smith's. At age 39, he has already had 3 successful careers: Grammy Award-winning rapper, sitcom sensation, and finally one of the biggest movie stars on the planet. With 2 Oscar nominations and almost $4.5 billion in box office to his credit, a movie starring Will Smith is about as close as you can get to having a sure thing, whether it's science fiction, romantic comedy, or a summer blockbuster. There's an ease and enthusiasm about him that transcends race and cultural boundaries, and it's one of the reasons so many people like him.
What do you think your appeal is?
I love living. I think that's infectious. It's something that you can't fake. And I think that the camera can feel that I'm happy doing what I do, and it's something that gets inside of I've never really viewed myself as particularly talented. I've viewed myself as, slightly above average in talent. And where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working. You can look at the first 6 episodes of the Fresh Prince, and I was so just hell-bent on not failing that I memorized the entire script. And you can see in certain shots, they tried to cut around it as much as they can, but I am mouthing the other actors' lines.
If you don't believe him, watch this scene with a young Don Cheadle. But keep your eyes on Smith.
She was so ugly that Freddy Krueger used to have nightmares about her.
It took 6 episodes for someone to tell me to stop doing it. So then the next 6 episodes look like, oh, come on, Uncle Phil. I'm serious, man. Stop playing. This was my father's shop.
One summer, his dad tore down a brick wall on the front of his business and told 12-year-old Will and his 9-year-old brother to rebuild it, a job they said was impossible. It took them a year and a half, but they did it.
And he said, now don't you ever tell me it's something that you can't do. And walked right through that door and went inside. And me and my brother stood here and looked. And we said, Daddy, crazy as hell, ain't he?
The wall is still there, and so is the lesson he learned from building it.
I just put my head down and laid the first brick.
What I'd like you to do now is pause and share this with your tutor group. What I'd like you to do is think about some of these things over the next couple of weeks and see how you could be more resilient in school. Thank you for listening.